Hey, welcome back to the Brand Verb. I'm Sebastian Samuel, and you're tuned into another episode in our leadership series, where we get real about the things that shape your brand, your business, and your ability to lead with heart. Today's topic, one that nobody really likes, but everybody faces. Difficult conversations. You know the ones, the conversations that make your stomach drop. The feedback you've been putting off, the tension that needs addressing but keeps getting swept under the rug. But here's the thing, avoiding hard conversations doesn't protect your brand or your team. It erodes trust. So in this episode, I'm giving you practical tips to address challenges with tact, clarity, and confidence without blowing up the relationship. Let's get into it. Here's what most people get wrong. They think hard conversations are about conflict. But in leadership, hard conversations are about alignment. When something's off, whether it's a missed deadline, a toxic dynamic, boundary issue, it's not going to magically fix itself. And every time you avoid it, you're teaching your team that silence is safer than honesty. But when you lean in with respect and clarity, that's where trust is built. That's where teams grow. That's where culture gets real. Let's break this down. Why do these convos feel so uncomfortable? First, we don't want to hurt someone's feelings. Second, we fear being misunderstood or sounding harsh. And thirdly, we worry about the fallout. Will they leave? Will it damage the relationship? Totally valid. But here's what I've learned. Avoiding discomfort now usually creates bigger discomfort later. And let's be honest. Clear is kind. Kind doesn't mean soft. Kind means honest, direct, and respectful. A while back, I had to talk to someone I was collaborating with. Great energy, super talented, but they kept missing timelines. And that was starting to affect client delivery. At first, I told myself, it's fine, we're all busy. But deep down, I was frustrated. I started avoiding them. The vibe shifted, and guess what? They felt it too. So I called them and I said, I value our work together, but I've noticed we're missing timelines and I need us to realign because this is affecting our flow and our clients. It wasn't easy, but the convo was honest and calm. And guess what? They appreciated the directness. We came out stronger because that's the thing. Most people don't mind hard conversations. They mind disrespectful ones. Here's a framework I use when I know a tough convo is coming. 1. Prepare. Don't panic. Write out your main point. Stay clear on your intention. Ask yourself, what outcome do I want from this? 2. Lead with respect, not blame. Start from a place of curiosity. I've noticed something I wanted to check in with you about. Can we talk about how this has been going? 3. Be specific, not vague. Don't say you're always late. Say, the last 3 deadlines were missed, and it's impacting the project timeline. Facts over feelings. Get it grounded. Keep it grounded. 4. Pause. Let them speak. Let them respond. Listen fully. You might learn something you didn't expect. And even if you don't agree, listening creates respect. 5. End with a clear next step. Clarity is kindness. Let's agree to check in weekly. Here's what I need moving forward. If you walk away without clarity, the tension stays. Here's the real danger of avoiding difficult conversations. Resentment builds, performance drops, trust erodes. and your team walks around wondering what's really going on. And worst of all, people fill in the silence with their own stories. And usually, those stories aren't generous. But when you speak up with calm, care, and clarity, you stop the guessing game. You protect the relationship and the standard. Let's flip the script for a second. What if you're on the receiving end of the hard conversation? Here's how to handle it like a leader. Don't get defensive. Just breathe, listen. Say thank you. Seriously, thank you for bringing this up. Reflect. Maybe there's truth in the feedback. Respond with accountability. Even if you don't agree, respond with grace. Being coachable is a leadership flex. So finally, navigating difficult conversations is one of the most important leadership skills you can build. It's not about being fearless. It's about being clear, respectful, and aligned with your values. You don't need to yell to be strong. You don't need to agree to be kind. You just need to show up, speak clearly, and lead with honesty and care. If this episode helped you feel a little braver, share it with someone who's been avoiding that conversation. And of course, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's next in our leadership series. Thanks for hanging out with me today on the Brand Verb. I'll see you next time with more ways to help you level up your brand and yourself. Until then, remember, the hard conversations you avoid today become the brand problems you regret tomorrow. So go have them with clarity and care.